able to figure out how we divide up and prioritize those monies to have impact not only for the pork and beef industry, which I think drove that debate around the vaccine bank, but also look at other species, especially the poultry industry that struggles from time to time with disease outbreaks as well, to have a balanced approach that everybody can benefit from. And so part of what we're in the process of doing right now at USDA as we work to implement those Farm Bill provisions is we need to hear from the industry. And so we've had many different sectors come into the office, even groups within those sectors come in to talk to us about what they see as priorities for the investment of those dollars. And Dr. Scheer and his team are busy taking a look at if we were going to start looking at a vaccine bank, which vaccines would we have in that? Would we want to include some poultry vaccines as well? And then if we were thank you for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. I'm going to talk a little bit more broadly, maybe about some subjects that I think are of interest, and then Jack will maybe hone in a little bit more specifically on the topics that are specific to traceability, especially on the beef side of things. But there's a lot happening across the animal industry right now as far as cares and concerns, and I'd just like to talk about a few of those just from a USDA perspective. As you know, we're in Iowa right now, and Iowa is a part of the Midwest that is suffering from some of the effects of a long, hard winter, flooding that has impacted the eastern side of Iowa, as well as Nebraska, and I don't think we're done seeing the effects of flooding as it spreads up into the Dakotas and maybe even the Yellowstone River. Thank you. So thank you for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. I'm going to talk a little bit more broadly, maybe about some subjects that I think are of interest, and then Jack will maybe hone in a little bit more specifically on the topics that are specific to traceability, especially on the beef side of things. But there's a lot happening across the animal industry right now as far as cares and concerns, and I'd just like to talk about a few of those just from a USDA perspective. As you know, we're in Iowa right now, and Iowa is part of the Midwest that is suffering from some of the effects of a long, hard winter, flooding that has impacted the eastern side of Iowa, as well as Nebraska, and I don't think we're done seeing the effects of flooding as it spreads up into the Dakotas, and maybe even when the Yellowstone River is above flood stage in Montana right now. And so USDA, I have had the opportunity to travel on behalf of the Secretary to see some of the impacts in my home state of Nebraska. And you know, the flooding impacts that you see on the internet and that you see in social media are accurate. It's very devastating. You know, where you see today the Elkhorn River, I think,